How you guys doing today? Today, I want to give you just a little inside sneak on what to do if you have to respond to a debt collection agency and you have no knowledge. So stay tuned. My name is Jay, and welcome to Ask a Debt Collector. Now, I've been in the debt collection industry for over 15 years. I've done it all, from skip tracing to collecting to management, and I've owned 2 debt collection agencies. For the past 8 years, I've been the go-to guy for friends and family for questions regarding debt and credit, and now I want to be that person for you. If you have any questions, put them down in the comments section. I promise I'll answer those questions. Let's go. Be sure to like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Thank you guys. I cannot express the gratitude that I have. When I started this channel, it was something that I never thought 400 people would even like, let alone even more. And all of the great response with regards to what it is lets me know that I'm on track with regards to helping you guys out with understanding debt and credit, and obviously building credit is the new thing that I'm doing now. So remember, December 23rd is my birthday. Sign up for free 30-minute consultation. Everybody who signs up will receive my free ebook. The first 100 people who actually do so with regards to signing up, you want to take it a step further. You want to invest into your future. Come up with the money. Trust and believe, because come next month, I'm definitely going to have to raise my prices even a little higher come the new year. But nevertheless, you can lock in, save yourself $20 off the monthly installment, and save yourself $120 total. All that information is down below. Sign up for the free consultation, get your free ebook, and then invest in your future. And as always, there's all the free pay to delete, paid goodwill letter, as well as the cease and desist letter. That information's down below. And then for those of you who are looking for an authorized user, this month again, I have 4 slots left. So if you're wanting to do it, you better jump on it. Authorized user on a credit card that I have, $19,500. I think I have about 4 years of positive history on that credit card, and I can add you for 6 months for the low price of $350. Now, this is the thing. Me being in the debt collection industry for over 15 years, a lot of times with collecting money, this is one of the reasons why I stopped doing it, is we predicate, as a debt collector, we predicate our thought process on you as a consumer not having any knowledge, right? So the less knowledge you have as a consumer, the easier it is for my job to actually collect the money. That's why I've always used to say, when I was collecting, the hardest people to get the money from are the people who have the most money, which are wealthy people. But the thing about wealthy people is they understand the laws, right? They understand what can happen, what cannot happen, and they're not going to be taken advantage of. So wealthy people are the hardest people to get the money from. Matter of fact, I think I have like a 3% close ratio on people who are wealthy, right? And how I find out that they're wealthy is obviously when I pull a copy of their credit report, or just within the conversation. A lot of times when people have a lot of education when it comes to finance, they understand their rights, they understand everything with regards to that, it makes it a lot harder for me as a consumer. And on the flip side, the majority of the money that I collected, that I made, was typically from single mothers, working single mothers, right? Because a lot of times they're working a 9-to-5, maybe even have a part-time job or a second job after that. They're trying to obviously raise their children. And so those types of people who don't have enough time on their hands, a lot of times they're willing to pay a lot more just because they don't even have enough time to even research or see what's happening with regards to the credit repair industry. And so this is what made me start as a debt collector. Because one of the things that you notice is the difference between the have and the have-nots is basically knowledge, right? And then, obviously, which takes it a further step further, is applied knowledge. But nevertheless, when you don't understand what can happen or what you can or cannot do, then that is what will cause an issue with regards to anything that's happening, right? So if you need to respond to a debt collection agency and you're not sure about a letter to send or what to say or anything along those lines, if you Google CFPB, which stands for the Consumer Finance Protection Bureau, this is an agency that's out there to actually help you as a consumer to make sure that if you are dealing with a creditor, debt collection agency, that they are compliant with the law, right? And so one of the things that I tell a lot of people who I'm dealing with, consumers and so forth, when they're dealing with debt collection agencies, and a lot of debt collection agencies may be upset or whatnot, but the CFPB is something, I remember when I had my debt collection agency, I had to register and sign up through them. And whenever I got a complaint, they're very strict on you responding to a complaint. And most debt collectors, debt collection agencies, the last thing that we want to deal with is complaints, especially through the CFPB, because we know that they're going to hold us accountable to whatever's transpiring. Now, of course, there are consumers and people out there who take advantage, but this information is for you. If you're dealing with the debt collection agency, the CFPB, and they're harassing you, bothering you, doing stuff illegally against you, you make a complaint through the CFPB. I guarantee you that debt collection agency will stop. Now, the cool thing about the CFPB is they have education on their side, right? They'll have letters, they have all types of things with regards to educating you when it comes to dealing with a debt collection agency. Now, if you Google CFPB, then you have to click the consumer education, right? Which is cool, consumer education. Then click the debt collections. There are 5 letters there. It talks about garnishments, a lot of that stuff. Obviously, if you look through the 170 videos that I have there, if you scroll through there, there are some tactics with regards to negotiating your debt, how to verify your debt, when's the best time to negotiate your debt. I have a bunch of videos explaining a lot of that stuff, but through the CFPB, they break it down a little bit further, and they'll give you some information with regards to that. The CFPB is the only company I'm going to talk about. I mean, obviously you have the Attorney General, sometimes you have the BBB and so forth in your area, but the CFPB is on your side as a consumer, and it is something great to have in your back pocket to help you with regards to that. So you can always Google it, look at all the information that they have up there, and then figure out what it is you want to learn or know concerning debt, right? And what debt collection agencies can do, how many times they can call you, how to stop them from calling you, and a lot of information with regards to that. And then obviously, ultimately, if you've done everything you told this debt collection agency to stop certain things, you complain to the CFPB, and I guarantee you, whatever it was that you were complaining about will cease, will no longer happen. In conclusion, one of the things you have to understand is knowledge. The more knowledge you get with regards to a subject, the more educated you are with regards to that subject, and then the better prepared you are to respond to whatever is transpiring and happening, right? As a debt collector, when we're contacting you as a consumer, we can definitely tell somebody who's educated and somebody who just got a few words and they're trying to just say a few things to sort of kind of scare us. So get the education that you need. Go to the CFPB, Consumer Finance Protection Bureau. Get the information from them. They'll educate you with regards to that. Watch more and more of these videos that I'm putting out. Watch some of the past videos. It's going to give you a lot of education with regards to that, so that way you can be best prepared if a debt collection agency is contacting you. There's nothing worse than you as a consumer not understanding your rights, right? That's the difference. When 2 people go to court, one person gets probation, the other person gets 5 years in prison. Why does that happen? A lot of times, the person who gets 5 years in prison is probably using a public defender, and they have no knowledge or no understanding with regards to what is transpiring, versus the person who gets just probation. Chances are they hired a professional and that professional took care of it. So that's another option that you have. You can either sit down and try and learn this stuff on your own, or you always have the option of hiring a professional. But nevertheless, do whatever it is that you have to do. Get educated, hire the right person, make sure all of those things happen. Don't forget all of the free stuff that we have down below, as well as some of the paid things. If you have any questions about credit or debt, put them down in the comment section. I promise I'll answer those questions. And as always, you be great.